Okay, so as I'm building my career as a photographer, I'm really trying to shoot as much as I can and put myself into situations as much as possible where I can test out new equipment or new techniques. A really great way to do this is through test shoots. So a test shoot is basically a non-paid photo shoot that you set up yourself as a way to get some images for your portfolio. You might use these as a way as well to test out some gear or try something new creatively without the pressure of actually delivering for a client. And it can be collaborative, so you might collaborate with a model who's also looking for some portfolio shots, so it makes it a win-win for both. Test shoots are really great and something I'd advise all up-and-coming photographers to do. One top tip that I've got, and this is something that my photography mentor told me, shout out Phil, is to, even though they're not for real, treat them as if they are a real job. And that goes from the organization, the planning, to the execution on the day, to the communication with everybody involved, to getting location permissions. Treat it as if it was a real job, and that way you're going to get the most out of it. So in this video, I'm going to share some BTS of a test shoot that I did recently. I hired out a local gym, contacted my friend Holly, and put together a plan to get some dramatic workout hyrox style shots. So we met up at 6 a.m. on a Tuesday and we got it done. So sit back and I hope you enjoy the photos. Cold breeze here.
Yeah.
In terms of the gear I was using on this shoot, for the whole shoot, I was using my Sony A7 IV. This is just a beast of a camera. I love this camera, probably the best bang for buck mirrorless camera that you can buy. And for most of the shots, I had the Sigma 24-70 2.8 Art Series lens on there. Phenomenal lens, gives you really, really great images. Can't fault this lens. 24-70 focal range, basically covers most situations you can throw at it. There were some shots where I was a bit tight for space, and for those I used another Sigma, the 16-28, but that's actually filming me at the moment. Then probably the main bit of kit, or at least the bit of kit that I was really testing on this shoot, was the light. So I was using an Amaran 200D. It's a continuous light, which is really meant for video. It's not really meant for photo shoots. I had planned to use speed light or strobe for this shoot, but just couldn't get hold of one in time in the end. So it was a good opportunity to test video light. It's the one that's actually lighting me at the moment, and just see how it would perform for a photo shoot like this. And I thought it did really well. I thought the images came out really well. So it just goes to show that you can use a continuous light for a photo shoot like this, especially if you're indoors and you don't need to overpower the sun. But let's get back to the shoot. That nice and straight to the line of the carpet, and then let's just simulate as if you're about to lift it. You don't need to lift it, and I'll just snap away as you do that. Here, could we try just turning the lights off? Get some shots of your back before you swap that. You think you can do the lights? Another bit of kit that came in really handy was a step ladder. We can focus on what cameras and what lenses we're taking to these shoots but just by taking something that allows you to get a different perspective and some different angles can really set your images apart. We set up a scene where Holly was doing wall balls. I'd got up on the step ladder to get some shots sort of facing down on her as she threw the ball up to where I was. I'm really happy with those came out. They're some of my favourite images of the shoot. So always remember the things you can take, like a ladder that's just going to give you a different perspective and a different angle. Pause at the top of your throw, like where your hand goes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, imagine you're throwing it and then you're like there, yeah? So, because basically there's a cool shot, but if your hand's like obviously in the way of your face where I was. So I'm thinking if I'm like here, then I can get it. That could be pretty cool. So let's just do some throws again and I'll be here.
Okay.
Last bit of kit that I nearly forgot to mention was this 7 Artisans 10mm fisheye. This is a really cool lens to get some creative, fun, almost retro style shots. It is a manual focus, so it takes a little bit more time to kind of dial it in. You have to be kind of careful with the focus on this. Got some really nice shots with this towards the end of the shoot. Once I was happy that we'd got everything else I wanted to get on the day, just had a bit of fun with this at the end.
The hand model.
Yeah, finally made it. Okay, so you moved backwards.
Yeah.
Is that obvious? Yeah.
Sorry,
I was thinking in my head that you just sort of like pull it towards you.
If you're strong enough. You don't need to, so I can take the weight off.
Yeah, well, we can basically like just sort of simulate it, like if you're sort of in the position but don't actually sort of move back, as if you're like pulling it. Yeah. Nice. Nice. That's not the proper way of doing it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that behind the scenes of my test shoot with Holly. Hope you enjoyed the images as well. Test shoots were a really great way to test out new creative skills and new equipment as a photographer. So if you're like me and you're looking to level up your skills as a photographer, definitely think about getting a test shoot booked in, and I'll see you in the next video.